Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel today. I have a unique deck for you today that focuses more on crystals and nature and energy. The author says that primarily it's a deck to work on your mind, body, and spirit. The name of this deck is the Crystal Medicine Oracle. The author is Rachel Charman. She is the founder of the Academy of Crystal Awakening in Australia. The deck is illustrated by Len Hibble and published by Rockpool Publishing. This deck was released in 2019. It comes with 33 circular cards. Now, before you make up your mind on round cards, let's take a look at how versatile these are. One of the first things you'll notice is the hinge box, which makes it very simple to get into. The guidebook is a nice size, which makes the print easier to read, in my opinion. Straight away, you'll see the contents, which lists out every single card that's in the deck. That gives you the ability to look the cards up quickly by page number, but you'll also notice that they are alphabetically organized, so you can just flip through the book to find them alphabetically as well. And as with most guidebooks, you'll notice a little bit of information on how to use the cards, how to connect with your own intuition, some card layouts, and then we get into the actual description of each card. I really like this guidebook layout. There is a large picture of the card on the left with a detailed 2 to 3 page explanation covering each aspect of the card. The author states that there are 5 aspects to each of these cards. First being the oracle, which is the main essence of the card. Second being the medicine, which aligns with the energy of the oracle. Third is the crystal. The fourth part is the ceremony, which is instructions on how to integrate and practice the medicine of the oracle. And then last is the artwork, which can channel messages or certain energies in your reading. Another aspect that I personally like to draw from in my readings is the number on the card. You will see at the bottom there is a number that sometimes can be significant. Okay, let's get into these cards and I will show you every card in the deck. Now, as you can see on the back of the card, it has a real cosmic kind of feel to it. It is a circular round card like we discussed earlier, and it is a glossy finish, so it is a little shiny and reflective. There is no gilding on the side, so it's just plain white on the sides of the card. Okay, at the top of each card you will see the oracle or the general message of the card. And then on the left-hand side, you will see the medicine. On the right side, you'll see the recommended crystal. And as I pointed out before, on the bottom, you'll see a number. And I like to use that number in my reading if it speaks to me just as an additional piece of information. As you take a look at the artwork, you'll notice that the pictures are very large, clear, and vibrant. I like the detail. This gives me the opportunity to study the artwork, feel the energy, and receive more messages just from the imagery. Another way I have used this deck is to look through the crystal and the medicine definitions for a desired outcome, and then use the crystal and the ceremony to focus more on that. For example, if I'm looking to invoke wisdom, I could look through the cards and the guidebook to see where that sentiment is mentioned. And for wisdom, card number 1's advice is to connect with trees for their consciousness and wisdom of the ancestors, and also choosing the amber crystal to hold and carry to magnify this sentiment. So that's just another example of how you could use these cards. As opposed to just the traditional reading, you can also do sort of a reverse reading and focus on what you're looking for, and then find the crystals and the medicine application for that. Now, as we go through this deck, you may notice that some of the crystals on these cards may be hard to find, or they're not crystals that you may be familiar with. I have occasionally used other crystals with similar attributes that I already have in my collection, and I've seen some good results. If you're not familiar with all the different types of crystals, or you just need some more information, the author of this deck, Rachel Charman, she does have a book available, but there are also some other books that have a lot of good information. Judy Hall has a couple of crystal books. She has like the Crystal Bible and the Crystal Encyclopedia. And then there's also another author named Karen Fraser who has some books available. And if you have the Kindle Unlimited plan from Amazon, those Karen Fraser books are actually free to download. So I will link all of those books in the description below, and I will also give you a link to purchase this Crystal Medicine Oracle deck. This is the card number 1 that I made reference to earlier in the video with that beautiful tree on it. And that's all 33 cards in this deck. There are several ways to clear a deck, but this one I chose to use a quartz crystal, and the readings and messages have been very powerful and accurate. I find that the cards are pretty easy to shuffle, just like the standard square or rectangle cards. My favorite part of this deck, though, is the call to action of the ceremony section. This gives the person that you're reading for the opportunity to actively participate with the results of the reading, and I find most people enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again next time.